What's up, guys? Quentin Lasky here.
And I'm Mark Lazo. Here's what's going on in your school.
The auditorium is about to be Disney-fied later this week by the hit musical The Little Mermaid on the Maine East stage. Our correspondent spoke with the members of the cast, stage crew, and the pit orchestra to find out more about this beloved story.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
So the plot of Little Mermaid, put simply, is that this little mermaid named Ariel falls in love with this man named Eric. And Eric falls in love with Ariel's voice.
It's me, your Auntie Ursula. I shouldn't be here. Oh, nonsense. We're family.
Ursula makes a deal with Ariel, the Little Mermaid, and gives her some legs, because Ariel is a mermaid. And in trade of her legs, Ariel has to give up her voice. And so as Ariel goes up to the shore, meets Eric, Eric doesn't know that that is Ariel.
Back and forth, round and round.
So the music for The Little Mermaid is actually very challenging. As the drum set player, I'm like going at 1,000,000 miles an hour, just moving my hands and feet everywhere they need to be to get the right time to be able to lead the band through the songs.
The instrumentation has been very different. It has a mix of jazz, ballad, classical.
What if I have lost her and it's all my fault? She's gone.
I think one thing a lot of people should be really excited for is the quartet. And this is when Eric, Ariel, and King Trident, and Sebastian, the crab, come together and we sing together. It's really beautiful. It's called If Only, and each person is just lamenting and saying, if only I could do this kind of thing. It's beautiful and it's amazing.
This set, compared to previous years, is all a moving set. So compared to one stationary big piece, it's 1,000,000 different little mini pieces that all move on and off the stage. The biggest challenge in building the set is immersing you under the water to create the feeling that everything is floating, to make the stage look like it's underwater with all the coral and all the decorations that make it look so pretty and colorful. The costumes, in one word, would be glitter. We're going to bedazzle everything, make it look like it's sparkling, like the light shining down from under the sea.
The entire show is a blast. People should come see The Little Mermaid because it is going to be a fantastic performance with just an absolutely amazing cast.
It has a great soundtrack. You get to hear lots of ballads.
Out of the sea.
It's gonna be amazing. The people who fit their roles fit it really, really well.
Part of that world.
Performances of The Little Mermaid are this Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and on Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets are $10 each and can be purchased in the Fine Arts office during lunch periods in the CAF or anytime on your phone if you scan the QR codes found on posters throughout the building. Don't miss it.
This week, National Honor Society is participating in Random Acts of Kindness Week. This exciting week will contain opportunities for students to collaborate and spread kindness throughout the school. The goal will be to flood Maine East with positivity. Today, there will be a posting notes after school. Would love for some additional help. Meet in P203 at 3:30 if you want to help spread kindness around the school.
All right, and as we move through February, several staff versus students events are coming up. First, it's the Student versus Staff Badminton Tournament happening next Thursday, February 23rd. The tournament is looking for both singles and doubles players. Registration is $5 and can be done in the bookstore. If you have any questions, contact Mr. Barrett.
Also, join us in the Fieldhouse, February 24th, for the Students versus Staff Charity Basketball game.
And speaking of games, it's time for Blue Demon Sports with the one and only Jonathan Mathew.
Thanks, Mark. As the transition between winter and spring season starts to take place, winter teams look to close up their season. They look towards bringing some hardware back to the school. This past weekend, Maine East Demon Squad brought home the IDTA Championship. This is the school's second state championship in the past 5 years, winning state back in 2018. Congratulations to the Demon Squad for all the hard work and bringing the school to the top and winning the biggest award and bringing the state championship back to this school. Look no further. The celebration and anticipation for more does not stop there. Girls gymnast Megan Espinoza qualified on the beam and will compete at state next week at Palatine High School. Congrats on a big accomplishment, Megan, and we all look forward to your run at state this weekend. We also have a state qualifier for wrestling. For the second year in a row, the girls wrestling team has qualified for state once again. Congratulations to Miriam Lupo for qualifying for the 2023 IHSA Girls State Wrestling Tournament. By placing second place in the sectionals this past Saturday, Lupo has punched her ticket in to get a chance at the state title later this month. The boys basketball team concluded their regular season yesterday against Niles West. As an incredible run they had all season long, they accomplished something the school hasn't seen in over a decade. For the first time ever in the past 14 years, the boys will end with a winning record with over 15 games won this season. So congratulations to Coach Murrell and the team for turning this program around. But their season is not over yet. They look to keep their historic season alive as the IHSA playoffs begin. So make sure to be on the lookout for the playoff bracket as the boys start their road to the state title. Spring sports are underway, so make sure all athletes wanting to participate in a spring sport check out with your coaches for times and practices of where the meetings will take place. There will be an informational meeting today for the softball season, so those interested in trying out, go to the health room in room S200 at 3:30 p.m. That's all I got for you guys, so be on the lookout for more news and updates on A218.com. Especially with all the excitement for the postseason for many of these athletes, you don't want to miss this. I'm Jonathan Mathew with your Blue Demon Sports Report.
Thanks, Jonathan. Maine East continues to celebrate Black History Month. Each day, Maine East will have events and other educational opportunities to learn more about Black history and the culture. Check your email for access to an interactive calendar that details all the events coming up in February.
And that's a wrap for this month's Blue Demon News. I'm Mark Lazo.
I'm Quinton Lasky. Shout out to Joey Vertino and Mr. Z's Advisory.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.